Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So here goes Isiah Thomas once again. So Isiah Thomas claims the Bulls were strong enough to win championships without Michael Jordan. We saw what happened when he retired. Scottie Pippen had his chance. He came up short. I mean, they went pretty far, but just wasn't good enough. But this is Isiah Thomas trying to diminish Michael Jordan. Because come on, we all know the Bulls would not win a championship without Michael Jordan. Who is going to lead the snake? Scottie Pippen? And Scottie Pippen, he's a great player. We all know this, but Scottie Pippen, he's not MJ. He's not MJ, not even close. So I don't know what Isiah Thomas is getting at. So a NBA fan on Twitter credited the Bulls' success to drafting Michael Jordan, which you have to. Without MJ, they're not winning. You know, the Portland Trail Blazers, they passed on Michael Jordan. The Bulls happened to draft him. The rest is history. So somebody tweeted about that, and Isiah Thomas, he disagreed with the notion that the Bulls' success was solely due to Jordan's presence. I'm not going to say it's solely due to Jordan's presence, but without him, they are not winning a championship. And he knows this. We all know this. It's MJ or bust. This is a fact. Scottie had his chance when MJ retired. Scottie and the Bulls, they had a chance to prove, you know what, we could do it without Michael. If he was able to win the championship without MJ, that would have said a lot. In a major way, that would have elevated Scottie Pippen and diminished Michael Jordan a little bit. That would have made us look at Michael Jordan and the Bulls in a different light, but they were unable to do it. So I don't know what Isiah Thomas is, trying to imply or getting at, saying that the Bulls were good enough. So if they were good enough, why didn't they win when MJ walked away? Why didn't they win when he retired? So this is what Isiah Thomas had to say. I disagree. Pippen and Kukoc were good enough at that time to win one. Maybe two, definitely not six. Yes, like I said again, Scottie Pippen, he was great. Tony Kukoc, he was great. So Jordan had a solid supporting cast, a really, really good supporting cast. But for him to say they would have won one or two without Jordan, that sounds crazy. That's ludicrous. No, they would not. When you have Olajuwon, you had the Knicks, you had a few teams. Would Jordan have won without Scottie, Kukoc, and the cast? Of course not. He needed them. They also needed him. But his impact is much bigger than theirs. So what I'm getting from this is Isiah Thomas is trying to highlight the importance of the surrounding talent. The bench players, the role players, and the surrounding talent. And that's very important. We all know this. But I still don't feel like Scottie, Kukoc, and the rest of the crew would have won a championship without MJ. No, Scottie's not that guy. And Scottie was great. But I don't feel like he's number one great to bring it all home. Tony Kukoc, he was a baller, but was he good enough to bring it home? I don't think so. Not with all the teams they had. The Magics with Shaq, Olajuwon, Drexler. They had a lot of good teams, man. The Knicks, Pacers. They had so many great teams that you needed Jordan to put you over the top. It's like Kevin Durant going to Golden State, basically. They're great, but now you add Kevin Durant and it's unfair. The Bulls was a very, very good team. Now you add Michael Jordan and it's unfair. It's the same situation. He took them over the top. They weren't good enough to win. They were good enough to go maybe mid to deep in the playoffs, but were they good enough to actually win it all? Much less multiple championships? No, they weren't. I get that's how he feels, but I disagree. They had a chance to win without MJ. It's not like a new team came together, you have new pieces, new players, new parts. They need a season or two to gel and figure things out. That wasn't the case when MJ left. This is a team that know each other. They played together. So it's not like MJ left and they got a whole bunch of players, a new cast, and they got to implement a system and figure it all out. No, they already know the system, the triangle system. All the players knew each other, majority. So this wasn't a new team, and they fell short. So he thinks, oh, just give him some more time and they would have won. Not without another star. Even if he want to say they could win without MJ, fine. But they would need another star on the team. That's the only way. And we got to give props to Jerry Cross. The man assembled a great team. The man was good at assembling championship teams. So we got to give credit to him also as far as his ability to put the parts, the players together. We got to give him some props, you know. And I'm not trying to downplay the collective efforts of everybody on the team. You can't win without a team. One player is not going to win you a championship. They might could get you into the playoff, maybe win a series, but not a championship. So you need a team. Everybody, you need role players to play their roles. You need a second star. You need all that. But MJ is MJ, and that's just what it is. But I'm not surprised Isiah Thomas is going to say this because he's trying to, undermine or somewhat downplay Michael Jordan's greatness. Obviously, he didn't say Michael Jordan wasn't great, but at the same time, saying they could have won one, possibly two, I disagree. I feel like they were good enough to go deep in the playoffs. But to win it all, they needed MJ. They needed MJ to take them over the top, like the Warriors needed Kevin Durant. Same scenario, same situation. Granted, Stephen Curry is a number one option, but regardless, the Warriors needed Kevin Durant because LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love, they were here. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.